Coming up in this episode of the Theme Park News Show, I talk all about Dynamite, a new roller coaster that's now open in Germany. I also share construction updates from Tron at Walt Disney World, talk about a new ride from Zamperla, and so much more. It's Friday the 24th of May 2019, and this is the Theme Park News Show. I'm Sean Sandbrook and welcome to the Theme Park News Show. It's been another busy week for new videos here on our YouTube channel, including 4 brand new theme park vlogs. Of course, we had 2 from Heide Park in Germany and another 2 from Hansa Park, also in Germany. So make sure you check them out if you've not already seen them. Along with that as well, we uploaded a video where we had a little look around the accommodation at Heide Park as well. And yeah, it was great to stay on site there. We also had a look around our hotel and the holiday camp what there is there as well. So make sure you check it out. Along with that, there's been another new episode of Let's Play Planet Coaster, and yeah, lots and lots going on. So yeah, make sure you check those videos out. A little bit of an update for you in terms of what's going to be happening with this weekly show as we move into the next month with our huge USA road trip. I know quite a few people have been asking, Sean, are you still going to be doing the episodes every Friday whilst you're on the USA road trip? So I've got a bit of information for you about that now. Now obviously it's going to be a really intense trip that we're covering thousands of miles on this trip, and yeah, you've got to think sometimes we're not going to have internet connection, other times we're going to be travelling through the night to get between the parks. As you may have seen, our itinerary is ridiculously tight, and yeah, some nights we're not staying in hotels. We're going to be travelling through the night, so yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Unfortunately, that does mean that I'm not going to be able to upload the Theme Park News Show whilst we're on that trip. So here's a bit of information for you. The last episode is going to be the 7th of June 2019. That'll be the last episode of this, and then the next one after that will be the 5th of July. So that's 3 weeks, 3 Fridays where there's not going to be an episode. Of course, there's going to be lots of content coming online whilst we're away on the trip. There's still going to be daily uploads here on the channel, but I didn't want to think that every Friday I'm going to put an episode out there. I thought it'd be a bit too rushed as well. I want to concentrate on the content from that trip to the States other than focusing on the news. So yeah, I'm sure you all understand. I hope you do. Anyway, it's a big trip, and obviously I want to make sure that my time is fully dedicated to making sure them videos from the USA road trip are 110% awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't want to think I've got that extra pressure of having to get a video ready every Friday for the channel. But yes, of course, there's going to be lots and lots of updates to come from that trip over on social media, and when we're back and towards the later part of the trip, there'll be the vlogs coming from that as well. So yes, make sure you check out our video to see all we're doing on that USA road trip. I'll post a link to it down below in the video description. Anyway, lots to talk about this Friday, so it's time for news on the tracks. First up then, Dynamite at Park Cologne is now open in Germany. I must say, this looks absolutely awesome. Last weekend, this small park opened up this major ride. It's actually their 6th roller coaster. I've never visited here before, but I would like to go at some point. Unfortunately, it's in a bit of an area where there's not much else around it, so it's one of those that I really want to get to at some point in the future, but it's just sort of working out when to get it in there in terms of other parks and that sort of thing. But yeah, this looks great. It's the second Mack Ride's Big Dipper to ever be built. The first one, which is the prototype, that's at Walibi Holland, called Lost Gravity. I rode that and I was really impressed with it. It's a good ride. However, it is a little bit jolty on the end seats. This, however, looks very smooth. Here's a look at some footage of the ride in action. It's very poor quality video, this. It's actually took from the park's Facebook page. But you can see there the ride in the background, and the bit of an opening ceremony what they did. They had like a DJ going on there, some like streamers and stuff that were blasted out on the crowd. It looked like they had a really nice sort of party to celebrate that ride, and Mack Ride themselves, they were there as well, of course, being the creators of the ride. It looks really cool. The train design's nice. It's got some nice theming around the station and everything. I love that red track. And I must say, the actual ride itself, the layout of it, just looks really nice. It's 144 foot tall, reaches around 62 miles an hour top speed, and it's got 3 inversions. So it's a ride that I covered quite a lot throughout the year, throughout the build. And yeah, it's complete, it's now open. And I know a few people who've been on it in the past few days, and they've all said they prefer it to Lost Gravity. So that is certainly very interesting. I think personally it looks better as well. I think it looks a lot smoother. It's just a bit of vibration that you get on the outer seats on Lost Gravity. But yeah, it looks great. Let me know if you're going out there to ride it this year. Don't think I will be, unfortunately, like I say, due to the location. But maybe next year I could tie it in with a road trip on that side of Germany and go and see it. But there you go, that's Dynamite. That's now open at Frizy Park, Plone. Now, it's always great when manufacturers all around the world try out new things and reveal new rides, and that is the case for Zamperla, that are building a few different new rides, but there's one in particular that I'm really quite interested in. So yeah, I'm going to show you this footage just here on your screen of this new attraction. It was actually set up at the Zamperla factory in Italy. It's now in a lorry and it's being shipped off all the way over to the States, where it is going to open at Coney Island, or Luna Park as it's known, in New York. So this is really interesting. It's 4 arms attached to 4 gears, but the gondolas can seat 4 people, and it spins. You can see it there. I mean, again, the quality's not great. This is took from Zamperla's Facebook page, and yeah, it doesn't go upside down. Looks like it'll provide that good feeling of airtime. And the ride itself, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but it's nebulous, I think, nebulous, with a Z on the end, not an S. So that's quite interesting. It's like the model name for this. I really like the look of it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Pandemonium at Drayton Manor with the feel of it. Obviously the ride's completely different, and that's manufactured by Fabry, of course. But yeah, I really do like the look of this. It's one of many new rides that Zamperla are building. You've got a new style drop tower and shot tower that they're bringing out. Also the Super Air Race that we don't know much about at the moment. So yeah, it certainly is very exciting. It's going to be opening at some point soon at Luna Park in New York City. We are going there on our USA road trip. It'll be the last park we go to. So yeah, we've got plenty of time for this to hopefully open up before we get out there. If not, it's not the end of the world. I'm sure we'll see a few of these open around the world, maybe even here in the UK. We have quite a lot of Zamperla attractions, but let me know your thoughts. I think it looks really cool, a little bit weird, and I like that. It's just something a bit different. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Up next then, let's talk about Zadra at Energylandia in Poland, the new RMC coaster opening in 2020. We saw the plans for this last year, it looked amazing. Construction started, we all thought, oh blimey, this is going to be ready for the end of 2019. And then back in March, there was a storm that did blow down a lot of the structure. However, they seem to have just rebuilt it so fast, and it seems like they're back on track. They are saying it's going to open in 2020, but for May 2019, it's really gone so fast, this whole build process. So yes, on the 21st of May, the top section of the lift hill was put into place. It was topped off, so to speak, even though there's more tracking places to go in. But that highest point of the ride was installed. And yeah, have a look at this image. Big thanks to Testing Attractions for taking this. And yeah, it looks incredible. I mean, look at that structure. Bear in mind, it's right next to the road, so you're driving down to the park, you're going to see that, and then you'll see Hyperion, which opened last year, the Intermin coaster. So it's certainly very exciting for Energylandia. 200 foot tall RMC, like, it's going to be absolutely awesome. I'll be out there for when this opens next year, 100%. That's not the only thing opening in this area though. There's 2 other junior coasters. Looks like some sort of monorail attraction going in around there. And yeah, it's a heavily themed expansion to the park. Good to see that Energylandia are going more down the themed route. When it all opened a few years back, it's a new park, remember. When it all opened, it was all like just rides sort of plonked anywhere. It was still nicely done, but not in themed areas, whereas this is a completely separate area. It's got loads of buildings, shops, restaurants, and these new rides, and of course Zadra, the new highlight attraction. So yeah, now I'm seeing another one opening in Europe. It's great to see, isn't it? Of course, on Thames opening in July. So you know, it's really good to see we're getting all these RMCs now. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. I think it looks great, and yeah, it's just really impressive, the whole structure of it. Kind of reminds me of Wildfire a little bit, how you just look at it and go wow. So there we go, Zadra at Energylandia opening in 2020. Bit of an update there for you. Now, a ride that's set to open next month is Mystic at Wallaby Rowan Alps, and this looks awesome. I really like the colour scheme to it. It is a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster, and you know me, I'm not a massive fan of Gerstlauer rides. If you've watched my latest vlogs that have just gone on over the past 2 days from Hansa Park, you'll know that I've been on some of the best Gerstlauers I've ever rode, and I must say that my thoughts on the company, you know, they are changing a little bit after riding those. So yeah, I've got much more hope for this. I think it'll be a great ride, opening in June 2019, and yeah, the whole design of it looks really nice. I've followed the construction of it all throughout the early part of this season as track's been going in, and yeah, here's a few photos released officially by the park. It's 101 foot tall, it's got 3 inversions, and it'll reach a top speed of 52 miles an hour. But yeah, this looks really nice. Mystic, I love all the purple branding to it and like all this curse and things. It's got a very strange theme, bit of a dark theme, but then the track and everything's so light. But I do like that. Again, it's something different. I really appreciate it when theme parks and manufacturers try something a bit different, and that's certainly the case with this one. Opening in June, and I look forward to seeing a POV and seeing it all complete with that one. Next up then, we've got an update from Max Force at Six Flags Great America. This isn't a park that we are going to be visiting on our USA road trip, and it doesn't look like Max Force would have been open for our trip if we were going during our road trip anyway. But yeah, this is a new S&S coaster with a compressed air launch from 0 to 78 miles an hour in around 2 seconds. So really speedy launch, you're going to feel that a lot. The ride itself has got 5 inversions, and the structure is absolutely huge. So have a look at this photo just here. Big thanks to Marcus Leshock for this photo. And yeah, look at that. I must say, it seems like it's a bit too much support structure going on there. It does look a bit ugly off-ride. It's a massive structure, but you think about what there is there track-wise for the amount of supports, and it seems like a way overkill there on the supports, but I'm not too sure. I don't know, this is S&S, they like the supports. Obviously they're currently building Steel Curtain at Kennywood, that's got a lot of supports, but I think that kind of looks right, whereas with this, I'm not too keen on it. But of course it all depends how it rides. The ride itself 175 foot tall, so yeah, it's a massive ride. Not sure I like the look of it, but hopefully it'll open at some point this summer. People will ride it and we'll get to know whether it rides better than it looks. Bear in mind, this is my personal opinion. You guys might look at it and really like it. It's just what I think to it. I'm just not a massive fan of how it looks, but I don't know, let me know in the comments. As always, I read them all and reply every few days, definitely. Moving on then, we've got the final piece of news, and that is from the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, and a bit of an update from Tron Light Cycle Power Run, the new coaster that's going to be opening in 2021 for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. So here's an image thanks to Walt Disney World News Today. Wow, that's progressed quick, hasn't it? Like, it's gone from just being a land clearing to track and supports going in very quick here. A lot of construction going on at Walt Disney World at the moment. Obviously Star Wars that's wrapping up. We've got Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway over in Hollywood Studios. There's work going on in Epcot with Guardians of the Galaxy and other projects. And then you've got this. So there's lots going on to be excited for at Walt Disney World. Good to see all this investment going in. And yeah, in the photo you've seen there, a massive supports. The reason that's all black is it's going to be indoors. It's going to have a big show building over it. There's only going to be a small section outside, and that'll have white track to fit in with the whole building itself. That's if we're going off what the concept art is, and also the ride at Shanghai Disneyland that I rode back in 2017. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be an absolute fantastic addition. I know it's a great ride in Shanghai. It's pretty much a clone going in here, so I'm sure it'll be great. It'll soak up the queues as well. Looks amazing at night with the whole domed roof structure, and it looks like this is going to fly up now, to be honest. So Walt Disney Imagineering can get working on the insides and all the theming and all the projections and everything that were in there. Honestly, it's a stunning experience. One of the best experience coasters I've ever been on. Like I say, that's opening in 2021 at the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. It's now time for Where Am I? Where am I? So last week I showed you this image just here, and I zoomed in shot. A lot of people there thought, oh, is that a bit of coaster track in the background? If you thought that, you was right. It was Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and I was standing there doing a nice little pose, but not on my own, with Mr. Lee Wood, everybody. There we go. So thank you very much to everyone who commented on last week's video down below. I do always look at the comments, like I say, and I like to see what you guys are thinking. I'll always drop a few hints and tips if I think you're struggling as well. So there we go, it was me and Lee outside Icon. So where was we technically, not just where am I? This one though is definitely just me on my own. And here we go, here's a nice zoomed in image there for you to try and guess. Usual rules apply, comment down below just for fun, and then in next Friday's episode I'll reveal exactly where I was in that zoomed in photo. A bit more of a difficult one here, isn't it, this week? It's time for the final part of this week's episode, and that is your theme park moments. If you've got a picture outside a ride, an on-ride photo, or something a little bit crazy but still theme park related, get it sent in to us via Instagram and Facebook. Just search Theme Park Worldwide and send it to us as a private message. Charlotte will get back to you, and yeah, we'll put it in next Friday's episode. So yeah, we've got lots to get through, so let's kick straight in with Laura, Jasmine and Eddie outside Wicker Man at Alton Towers. They've got Clifton outside Yukon Striker, Canada's Wonderland, can't wait to be there for the first time in a few weeks, still feels unreal, honestly. We've then got Ellie and Sophie on Galactica. Moving on then, we've got Ian with a Swarm on-ride photo, and then we've got Jason who had a picture with me and Charlotte. Moving on then, we've got Ola with a Congo River Rapids on-ride photo just there, and then we've got Jensen also on the Congo River Rapids at Alton Towers. They got Demi with an Alton Towers photo on the TPW Square. Get it hashtagging. There we go. And then we got Holly with a vampire on-ride photo. And then we've got Ryan and Lucy at Portaventura. Moving on then, we've got Cassius on the Derby Racer just there. And then we've got Nick with a photo there on Piraton. Up next then, we've got Chloe and her mum at Portaventura. And then we've got Josh and Georgia with a photo there from the Smiler. Moving on, we've got Cameron and Adam on Saw just there. And then moving on, we've got Aidan and Lauren on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Walt Disney World. Up next, we've got Adam with a picture there on Icon, followed by Mitch, who's had a photo with Alex. Up next, we've got Aaron and Sophie at Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. And then we've got Jackie and Cole with a selection of on-ride photos just there, loads of them. Thanks for sharing them with us. Then we've got Edward and Kenneth who had a picture there with me. If you do see any of us at the park, make sure you come and say hello and snap a quick photo if you want to. Up next we've got Troy and Callum at Chessington. And then we've got Matthew with a flying fish on-ride photo. Up next we've got Tommy there on Rita. And then we've got Liam, Amy, Sam and Steph at Alton Towers on the TPW Square. Love it. Next up we got Alfie with a Saw on-ride photo. And then we got Leonard, Nikki, Yannick at Portaventura. I don't know if I've said your names right. I do apologise. My pronunciation is terrible. But there we go. Thanks for sending it in. Then we got Dan and Beck at the Magic Kingdom. And then we got Jenny and Krupa at Chessington there as well. Up next then we got Kyle and Adam with an avalanche on-ride photo. And then we got Mitchell and Callum at Walt Disney World. Following on from that, we got James and Stephen on Cobra just there. And then we've got Izzy with a photo on the Dragon. Last few to go then, we've got Ali and Lindsay outside Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Joey with a dual on-ride photo from Alton Towers. Peyton's there at Joyland, hope you're enjoying the Tyrolean tub twist there. And also Chris at Efteling. The final photo is from William with a stealth on-ride photo just there. So thank you very much for sending that one in. There we go then, so it's time for the birthdays. A big happy birthday to David, to Emily, who's 17, David and Mark and Matt. There we go, 2 Davids just to specify. So there we go, thank you very much for sending in all your photos. Happy birthday to all of you guys from me and everyone here at Theme Park Worldwide. And that means it's the end of the episode. Lots of content to come up, including a few surprise park trips in the next week and a half. So there we go, I've got to go to some parks that I've not actually announced anywhere here on the channel or on social media. So stay tuned, you'll see very soon. There we go, I'm Sean Sandbrook, thanks for watching the Theme Park News Show. And that means it's time to cue those credits. See you next Friday.